Diseases are caused by much deeper factors, and most often they are related to the emotional nature. The seeming healing of disease determines its migration to another segment if the problem is not understood and acknowledged. The body accumulates toxins due to wrong movements, bad food, bad physical, emotional, and mental state. These toxins are stored in specific areas of the body, especially in the wrist, lymphatic system, internal organs, and head. If the body, mind, and environment have proper functioning, our body eliminates these toxins. The internal means of disposal include the intestinal tract, liver, kidney, bladder, and body fluids. Some toxins are eliminated through sweat glands, but if something goes wrong here, the body eliminates toxins through the skin. And if for some reasons toxic can't be removed, the body's balance of toxicity increases until it develops into a disease. The first step towards the disease can be tension on all levels. If the body cannot release its tension, then the internal organs become intoxicated and ill. So here is the complete list of spiritual meaning of pain in body parts. Let's get started. The emotional blockages we experience are stored in the emotional body in the heart's area. Regrets, sorrow, sadness, loss of an object or a loved one. Fear, sadness, rejection, abuse, or any other hurtful feelings. Fear certain blockages due to unfortunate love experiences or imbalance between giving and receiving. Stomach pain. Blockages at this level of the emotional body includes old rules and ideas from family, schools, colleagues, teachers, priests, doctors, and so on. Headache. It's the location of the body's command center and also the place where we design our life. Balance in the head is vital for an overall balance, mental, emotional, and physical. Most often, headaches or migraines are repressed feelings that caused imbalances, while the conscious part attempts to find the cause for which things are not as they should be. Ears pain. Listen to others before being heard. Ears are related to blood pressure, overall balance, and clarity. At this level, blockages occur due to the fact that we don't or didn't want to hear something. Eyes pain. They are related to inner sight, feelings, and hearing, linked to the third eye or the center of clairvoyance. Not being noticed by others, not seeing others' wishes, not wanting to see just what is under your nose or is long distances are some of the feelings stored here. Eyes are connected by channels to sinuses, where tears are stored. Eyes are also linked to ovaries, uterus, testicle, and prostate. Throat pain. It's the center of speech and personal verbal expressions. Emotional blockages at this level are caused by the suppression of words or ideas, thoughts, or beliefs. These blockages occur when one doesn't say what one should talk too much or bring sensitivity to silence. Neck pain. It verbalizes and expresses. Blockages at this level are caused by ideas, words, thoughts, or beliefs that remain stuck in your throat. You choke on your words. They can also be caused by not saying what you want to say or talking too much. Emotional blockages in this area are related to the pressure and responsibilities you carry and which weigh heavily on you. Furthermore, they are related to narrow-minded people, the lack of others' help, or an overly rigid thinking pattern. Shoulder pain. The right shoulder carries the weight and responsibilities regarding family, profession, and world issues, and the left shoulder carries internal emotions, responsibilities for one's own physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental life, as well as the responsibility for growth development in these areas. This area also stores feeling of guilt. Upper back pain. The right side stores anger, imbalances due to excessive generosity, trivial upsets, resentful feelings, and other repressed emotions such as self-blame. And the left side stores feeling of sadness, the loss of a loved one, sorrows, loss of things, and guilt. Most often, the left side resonates with excessive receiving without giving enough in return. Lower back pain. It stores anger, unverbalized feelings, sex-related stress, barriers that separate you from the opposite sex. Blockages in this region are also linked to survival, fear of success, fear of life, fear to act. Hips pain. Hips represent the use of free will in order for a person to find his own way in the material plane. Therefore, a hip problem highlights the lack of use of one's free will in not having a clear purpose in life. Moreover, a pain in the hips indicates the fear of taking important decisions. Thighs pain. They are the body's support system, usually strong feelings of anger and fear, the sense of vulnerabilities and lack of protection, lack of deposits. Knees pain. They are responsible for thinking flexibility and safety support in life. The left knee is responsible for internal emotional support and the right knee is related to external emotional support, which is given by the job, money, and friends. The mother's support is stored in the left knee while the father's support is stored in the right. Parents who have reverse rules will reverse symptoms in the knees as well. Ankle pain. Its connection is about thinking, analyzing, understanding, and the question why. Feet pain. They are related to attitude, what we express by our attitude. Strong feelings here depends on whether we are able to stand up for ourselves and others, to be a role model for others, and to feel spiritually fulfilled. The foot contains projections of all the organs in the body, also is related to the practical sense of life. So, are you related to these signs? Please let me know in the comment section below. I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.